For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Rachel and you're watching The Sailing Siren. I'm currently in the Philippines doing a Zero to Hero training program to become a freediving instructor. In the last episode, I showed you around my new home in the Philippines, and in this episode, I started my SSI Level 1 freediving course. For those who can read titles, as you can tell, I failed. Yeah, that's right, I failed. Apparently, it's a pretty common thing to do. If you're interested in getting into freediving, you might want to check out this video. So it's day one of my Level 1 SSI course. My instructor, Edwin, is giving us a tour of all the diving facilities at Freedive Plus. I have one other student from South Korea here on holiday who's also hoping to get her Level 1 training. You'll get to meet her a little bit later. After our tour, it was time for some freediving theory. This included how to choose and use equipment and a short anatomy and physiology lesson and how this relates to freedivers. We also learned about how relaxing and preparing for a breath hold is super important. Contrary to popular belief, hyperventilation is a bad idea. We timed our breath holds and I held my breath for 3 minutes and 13 seconds. That's over a whole minute longer than I've ever done before. Now it was out of the classroom and into the pool, and I introduce you to my new friend. Okay, so here I am with Soy, my other classmate from Level 1. Soy, are you excited about today?
Yeah, pretty much. Hi, nice to see you guys.
Soy got into freediving because she enjoyed snorkeling and wanted to learn how to go deeper. Once we got into the pool, Edwin taught us how to use weights to achieve neutral buoyancy and how to do turns with freediving fins on. As blackouts become more common when you start seriously freediving, Edwin also pretended to black out so we could learn proper rescue techniques. We finished off our day with an introduction to static apnea, where a diver holds his or her breath for as long as possible while holding completely still. When you're in the water, something called mammalian dive reflex kicks in, and you can hold your breath even longer than on dry ground. I'll go into mammalian dive reflex in a later video. Check this out. This is my static breath hold time for Level 1. 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Yeah! On the morning of day 2, Edwin introduced us to some full body stretches to increase our flexibility, and then we headed to the water to dive on the line for the first time. As always, Edwin demonstrated the skills first and then dove down to make sure that we learned the skills safely. So I was able to dive comfortably to 10 meters, but unfortunately, here's where it gets bad for me. All right, so after our first open water session, I'm feeling pretty disappointed. I can only at most make it 4 to 6 meters before my sinuses start not being able to equalize. Just as a reminder for those non-divers, equalizing is what you do when you're descending in an airplane to relieve the pressure on your ears. We took a 2-hour lunch break and then returned to take the knowledge test, and then it was back into the ocean to figure out this equalizing business. We tried everything from changing head positions, experimenting with different techniques, and even different body positions. Once again, nothing worked, and I was stuck at 4 to 6 meters. It's kind of disheartening to have your anatomy be something that is the limiting factor rather than your physical or mental capability. That's a huge challenge, and hopefully we'll be able to overcome that. When I got home, I learned about one of the most amazing pieces of freediver training equipment. Okay, so here we are at 8 a.m. on day 3 of my Level 1 SSI freediving training. We have one more open water session and a little bit more theory to do, but I'm feeling pretty nervous since I wasn't able to equalize more than 4 meters yesterday. So hopefully I pass. Edwin, Soy, and I headed back into the ocean, and today was the day that I had a breakthrough. After 2 hours, I was finally able to make it down to 10 meters without feeling pain in my ears or sinuses. In addition, we had some company during this open water session. We still had a few more skills to complete, but Soy's vacation was over. She left with a Level 1 pool certification, and while I didn't complete my Level 1 today, I'm here for several months and still have the time. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might be interested in freediving. I'd also love to hear the stories of other freedivers when they were just getting started. What were your challenges, and what advice can you give others who are just getting into freediving? Stay tuned, because next week I continue the journey of becoming a better freediver and work towards my goal of becoming a freediving instructor. See you next week.